we got another one of them. Popping at the mouth or the side of his neck when he pouts, no argument, no rebuttal from. He ain't from my town, I don't know him, so I'm guessing he's a clown like he wanted me to love on him. But you know that ain't my style, yet he still got my name in his mouth, and I ain't running for cover from. A bunch of lambs, how you figure you getting fame from my clout, so let's get this cleared now. I'm cold like an Eastern February, but that hating isn't necessary. You being petty cause you see me rising, becoming legendary, and you talking down like you very scary. Come on, dude. Get on, fool. Typing and writing on a post too. Get a cosign when you wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight in the produce section at Whole Foods. I already told you. Since my adolescence, I had to stress that never being less than being excellent is the motto I follow. For throttle, I gotta be some sort of testament. If I strive to do it, be the best at it. So testing this is rather pointless than pandemonium. My opponent, full of baloney, I'm owning him. He's a phony one, cause I can't allow it. I'm overpowered like Bowser, and your mouth is writing checks with a negative balance. You can't cash that. I don't think it's covered by that Affleck. High side if you want, but you putting on a bad act. I promise you, it ain't worth it. It's more than getting laughed at. You don't want to task that, so back and do oblige. I'm killing it like it's a pesticide. I'm prepared if you get in my way. The endeavor's fine. I never settle. I got the better mind. So if you knocking my grind, I just can't let it slide.
I just wanna be who I wanna be. I ain't getting in nobody's way, but if you get in mine, then you're gonna be in a bad place. Nah, don't get me wrong. Please don't misunderstand my tone. I created my own lane, so you ain't got no business being in it. So you should see why I can't let it slide.
Nah, I done did a lot just to get by, so I can't let it slide. I escaped the mental shackles. I ain't got patience for these bastards. I can't let it slide. I ain't saying I'll attack you. I'm saying this bigger than rappers. I'm saying that you need to back up, so back up. I'm saying that this will not end in a tie. I can't let it slide. My politics are rather controversial. Who would've thought that? I ain't catching all slack, and I have enemies on my ball sack. I'm thinking insanity's what you call that, and I just get appalled at. I'm blacker than Nina the Samoan. I just want freedom and want all these people left alone. How in the world is that champing you? Laughable, you catch an attitude. Glad that you going mad cause my attributes call me bad and a radical, but that is so irrational. Mathematically, I'm past that degree to these rapper dudes. Had another latitude, and that'll prove you lacking too. You roll with a pack of dudes that last you cause you whacking your raps a poo. You need a faculty that's backing you. Your rapping is not compatible. Battle me and that'll be the day to be a casualty, and that don't mean you have to go away. It don't matter to me. Tactically, I'm leaving nothing left. So you can get a step or you can kick rocks like you work construction on a 10th block. So don't do it, you foolish, if you thinking that I've since stopped. I'm just getting started, so when this drop, get ready. Cause I ain't playing about you. I'm praying that you try to get fly like a pterodactyl. I'm staring at you. You better back up. You're daring to try. Apparently, I've earned it all, not just a piece of the pie, so I can't let it slide.
I just wanna be who I wanna be. I ain't getting in nobody's way, but if you get in mine, then you're gonna be in a bad place. Nah, don't get me wrong. Please don't misunderstand my tone. I created my own lane, so you ain't got no business being in it. So you should see why I can't let it slide.
Nah, I done did a lot just to get by, so I can't let it slide. I escaped the mental shackles. I ain't got patience for these bastards. I can't let it slide. I ain't saying I'll attack you. I'm saying this bigger than rappers. I'm saying that you need to back up, so back up. I'm saying that this will not end in a tie. I can't let it slide.
No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand.
What's up, everybody? I appreciate you joining me. I ain't got no music, none of that stuff. All I'm going to ask is for you guys to just share this stream. Share this stream. Share this stream out. Let people know we live because YouTube ain't doing it. Right? YouTube are shutting down dissenting voices such as myself and other YouTubers that have a, an opinion contrary to the popular opinion. So, share the stream out, everybody. So, I'm pretty sure you all heard. Jury came down and ordered Alex Jones, to pay $956 million to the families of Sandy Hook. Check this out.
Against Alex Jones, the conspiracy theorist who... But we begin tonight with the stunning verdict against Alex Jones, the conspiracy theorist who claimed Newtown was a hoax, that the parents of the children killed were paid actors. Tonight, he's now been ordered by a Connecticut jury to pay $965 million in damages to several families who suffered from his false claims, his lies, and threats from those who listened to Jones. 20 first graders and 6 teachers and staff were killed at Sandy Hook Elementary. Their young faces, just 6 and 7 years old, still so moving nearly 10 years later now. Jones took the stand in the case and made news when he said he was done apologizing. The judge had already found him liable for defamation. It was the jury in charge of determining the damages. And today we witnessed the tearful scene in court. After years of lies and threats, family members openly weeping. So the question tonight, will those families see any of this money? ABC's Eva Pilgrim leading us off.
Tonight, a Connecticut jury punishing Alex Jones for years of lies with a staggering verdict, ordering the conspiracy theorist to pay nearly $1 billion in damages to the families of Sandy Hook victims. As the verdict was read, some of them in the courtroom, like Robbie Parker, weeping.
What we were able to accomplish was just to simply tell the truth. And it shouldn't be this hard, and it shouldn't be this scary. But while the truth was being said in the courtroom, he was standing right here lying.
Lawyers for the family showing how just hours after the massacre that left 20 first graders and 6 staffers dead, the InfoWars host claimed it was all a hoax, and the grieving parents, actors, Jones mocking them on his show.
Doing classic acting training where he's laughing and joking and they say, hey, we're live, and he goes, oh.
In gut-wrenching detail, 8 families and an FBI agent recounting nearly 10 years of abuse, death threats from Jones's followers. Parker, who lost his 6-year-old daughter Emily, testifying about how he was verbally attacked by a man on the street.
And he had so much venom and so much hatred for who he thought that I was.
Even as the Parker family prepared to lay Emily to rest, they worried about the threats. Mom Alyssa hiding in a closet near the coffin.
What if someone came into her funeral? What if people started yelling or protesting and came inside? Like every little thing we did, I was paranoid.
In the courtroom, Alex Jones forced to face those families.
You put a target on his back just like you did every single parent and loved one sitting here, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Today's verdict comes just 2 months after a Texas jury awarded another Sandy Hook family nearly $50 million in damages. In this trial, Jones was defiant, telling the court he was done apologizing.
Now, I've already apologized to the parents over and over again.
We know
I don't apologize to you.
Objection,
Don't apologize to you.
Lawyers for the families argue Jones built a lie machine for profit and needs to be stopped.
10 years since these families lost their loved ones. And even now, he's still doing it.
Jones has filed for bankruptcy, claiming he has no money. Last year, he was found liable in 4 defamation cases, and lawyers for the family say he has recently moved $62 million out of his accounts to hide his assets.
Assuming this verdict is upheld, he's not going to be able to keep having the everyday items a wealthy person like Alex Jones has.
Here it is. Y'all hear this? Free speech is no more, people. This sets precedent. This sets precedent, right? Now, you know, there are many people out there, you know, that, you know, rightfully or wrongfully question what happened that day, right? That's neither here nor there. People are entitled to their opinions. People are entitled to question the events of anything, right? Now, did Jones say that, you know, nobody expired? Did Jones, you know, go after parents on his show? Things are taken out of context all the time, right? Has Jones apologized for that? He has. But see, it's much bigger than that. It's much bigger than Sandy Hook. It's much bigger than Alex Jones. This just set precedent that if you don't like what somebody says, you can bankrupt them. If you don't like what somebody says, you can ruin their lives. I mean, Hotep Jesus is right. They got Alex Jones and Kanye in the same day. The warning signs were there. Go time is now. Prepare for Stalin. The United States of America is supposed to be one of the last places for freedom. You know, that's what we pride ourselves on. Our Constitution, our freedom of speech, our right to bear arms, right? Freedom of religion and expression. But those things are being eroded right from under us. Did Alex Jones say those things? I don't know. Does it matter? No, it doesn't. Let me tell you what this is. This is an attempt to get rid of a powerful voice, right? A voice that they felt had a big impact on the 2016 elections. A voice that had a big impact on 2020. What did I say? What did I say that they said in that book? My man Billy Cooper say. And Billy Cooper didn't even like Alex Jones. What I say in that book? If a person's too powerful, the only way to take them down is to assassinate their character. To attack their character. Although, as tragic as an event that was, and nobody's saying it wasn't, it was tragic. It's sad. What happened that day? Nobody want to see babies gunned down. Nobody want to see babies dying. How long ago was it? How long ago was it when that event happened? And all of a sudden, out of the blue, is resurfaced like a cold case. And the very guy that they kicked off of all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, who despite it all and in all odds created his own platform, still getting his message out there, right? Because they can't beat him. They can't beat him. His voice is too powerful. So what you do? You bankrupt him. That'll show him, right? That'll show him, huh? They're trying to assassinate his character and break him. $956 million. Y'all can't sit here and tell me that they're not making an example of him. As a warning and a cautionary tale to anybody out here who questions the status quo, to anybody out here that questions the official narrative, to anybody out here that has questions, period, about anything. This is what they want. This is what they want. If we can't shut up dissenting voices, if we can't get these dissenting voices to shut up, we bankrupt them. We go after their livelihoods. This is the ultimate cancel culture right here. You let people decide. You let people decide whether they want to follow a person, whether they want to listen to a person, whether they think that person is certified fucking nuts. What they say, sunshine's the best disinfectant. See, what people got to understand, right? Speech is subjective, right? I could say something and you guys could 100% agree with me. But the 1% might not. And vice versa. Depends on who's hearing it. There's no such thing as hate speech. It's just speech that you might not agree with. And contrary to popular belief, the First Amendment was created to protect hate speech. Now, I'll be the first person to say that you got to choose your words wisely, because you do have the right to say whatever you want. And there are consequences that come behind that. However, good, bad, or indifferent, to question a narrative, to question an event, and then be penalized like this for it. And some people say that, they taking this shit way out of context. This is beyond reproach. This is beyond Orwellian. This is Bolshevism. This is communistic. Socialistic. This is what this shit is. If people don't like what Alex Jones says, if people don't like what I say, if people don't like what, I don't know, Candace Owens says, if people don't like what Kanye says, then you let the people decide whether to listen to them or not. You can't tell me this wasn't a redacted op who has nothing but time and resources to try to put him down once and for all. And I said this shit way before I had a platform. When he first got put off of everything, I said, first they come for Alex Jones and nobody says a word. Then what happened? They came after Farrakhan. Do I agree with everything Farrakhan say? No, I don't. But I agree with his right to say it. I agree with his right to believe whatever the fuck he want to believe. We've been seeing it for the last 7 to 8 years. If you go against the narrative, if you go against the status quo, they will penalize you. They will cancel you. My channel's been suspended twice for quote unquote medical misinformation. Only for the information that I put out to come out in the news. We hear today or yesterday that one of the Yamin companies said that the Yamin don't even help with the symptoms of the cove base. But because we didn't follow the status quo, because we questioned and had healthy skepticism, we were attacked and targeted. Hell, I got other YouTube channels set up on my computer, right? Guess what? I ain't get not one notification that my Canon Hotep channel went live. And I'm gonna tell you why. I just wanted to know. In my tags, when you set up your channel, you can put tags in, right? So when people, like keywords, when you go to type shit in the search, I put Jones' name in there. I put the school's name in there. Guess what? Nothing. Because they want to shut this shit up. They want to shut that shit down. This shit getting real fast, people. They suspended Kanye account for going after the Jabaris. For Jabari people. And he didn't even go after him. A wise man once said, you want to know who's in power? Find out who you can't make fun of. You want to know who's in power? Find out who you can't make fun of. See, the powers that be know that Jones is a threat. The powers that be know that he has the power to sway the masses. He has the power and the voice to reach millions of people and get the truth out there. And they can't have that shit. They can't have that shit. So let's make it hard for him. He can't operate if he ain't got no money. And I guarantee, right? I guarantee if anybody try to start a GoFundMe for him, I guarantee it. I don't care what platform. They're going to shut that shit down. They're going to shut down GoFundMe. They're probably going to shut down Give, Sing, Go. They're going to shut all that shit down. Because they need to make him suffer and they need to make an example of him. They nailing him to the cross right now. And he won't be the last. Midterms is coming up. Then we got 2024 coming. more of us are going to end up going down. More of us are going to end up going down. More of us are going to end up canceled. I don't care how powerful you are. Portia said Tim Pool and Rogan is next. Could be. Could be. Now, I don't know many people out there who agree with, what they're alleging that Alex Jones said. I don't know many out there who would agree with Alex Jones said. Yeah. Washington, I don't know who he paying. It's supposed to be the parents of the children, I guess. But this was done on purpose. To shut up a powerful voice in the free speech movement. To shut up a powerful voice in the truther movement. It's in the title of his brand. We're in an information war, people. And the sooner people wake up and realize that, maybe we got a fighting chance. But they rather have us focus on identity politics. They'd rather have us focus on whether a slogan like White Lives Matter is racist or not. They bring up a story where they basically, this is what Clarence Thomas say? It's a high-tech lynching of Alex Jones today. And you saw what I just played. I wanted to play that out because I want you to see how mainstream media is painting him. Like I said, and I'll say it again. If you ain't got the book, get it. Billy Cooper said it. When you got a powerful figure and his voice is too big or their voice is too big, the only way to knock them down is to assassinate their character. Basically making them unsavory to the masses in the court of public opinion. Yeah, man, you're right. Kanye can make a song tomorrow about killing 1 million niggas. But if he mentions the redacted, they cut off his bank access. Where's Black Lives Matter now? Facts. It's a bar right there. Got tactical wisdom in the building. Yeah, it's getting real. It's getting real. Jimmy says it won't be long till those that talk about the redacted are put in the same position. It will make the truth/speech punishable by government. And this, make no mistake, this trial is a proxy for the government. Government can't go after him for that. But they can fund it. They can fund it. We've been seeing it happen for the last 7 and 8 years. Anybody who has a dissenting opinion. Everybody loved Joe Rogan's podcast until he started questioning things. He started talking to the other side. Started developing views and opinions to the contrary of the status quo. Then what happened? Oh, he's in the intellectual dark web. Russell Brand, when he first started out trying to do what he doing, he was left to center. Then when he starts saying, hey, wait a minute, some shit ain't adding up, what they do to him? Start trying to suspend his channel and shit like that. What's happening to Alex Jones is social credit. That's what social credit look like. Right there. It started with him. Remember, no bank would touch him. Remember that? When they first started canceling him, when Megyn Kelly, I don't care how now she kind of conservative now, whatever she is, she helped the taking down a Jones. Remember, no bank would touch him? Now because he says some shit that some people don't agree with, and who cares if he feel like nothing happened or some people was faking the funk. We'll put it like that. The fucked up part is I gotta sit here and talk in code because I might get fucking taken down. Right? That's his opinion. If you don't like his opinion, then you ain't gotta fucking watch him. Whatever happened to that? If you don't like what somebody got to say, you ain't gotta listen. I can't stand The View, but you don't see me fucking tuning in every day. Real Housewives, if you pick a fucking city, that shit should go the way of the wood chipper. But you don't see me fucking watching it every fucking day because I don't like it. You don't like what he got to say, change the fucking station. But now we can sue people. We can sue people for their opinion. We can sue people for their opinion. They say you can't yell fire in a crowded theater. I beg to differ. You can yell fire in a crowded theater if it's a fucking fire. And guess what, guys? It's a fucking full-on blaze right now. $956 million. Who the fuck got that type of money? I don't care how well Alex is doing. He ain't got that. His fucking kids and his grandkids will still be paying that shit off when he long gone. And I really hope he's staying strong because that's a fucking hard pill to swallow. And I know there's so many people out there that want to help him. All right? Because this shit is fucked up. A jury decided it. They got. Correct me if I'm wrong. Are there juries in civil suits? I don't know. I don't know if there's juries in civil suits. I don't fucking know. It's on Rumble, Emmanuel. I'm streaming live on Rumble 2 right now. Yeah, I know. Donnie T, that's one of my criticisms of Donnie T. Donnie T fucking signed a fucking law saying you can't criticize the Jabari's people. I already know. But this shit is crazy. This shit is fucking nuts. Could you imagine waking up and then this is what the fuck happened? You wake up and you owe the court of law says you owe $965 million in a defamation trial. So anytime anybody fucking questions, I don't know, that day in September, that day in January, WMDs, and their voice is too big, and they're able to reach a lot of people, is this what's going to happen? Some trumped up charges and a redacted entity with unlimited resources and time come after you? Is this what's going to happen every time? The purge is here, y'all. The purge is here. I'm just letting you know right now. It's going to get worse. You're going to hear about more people getting silenced. You're going to hear about more channels getting banned. You're going to hear about more people getting canceled for opinions. For opinions. For a different perspective. Understand, I get it. They got defamation lawsuits all the time. But this was a political hit job on Jones to get him out of the paint. What I say, you control people through fear and you control people through debt. That's how that shit works. Bruh. Matthew, straight up. Anyway, I just thought I had to get on and say something about this, man. This shit is crazy. We're supposed to be the country of freedom. Freedom to be what you want to be, do what you want to do, say what you want to say. This shit is nuts. Alex Jones is just the beginning, people. Alex Jones is just the beginning.
Don't have to be.
I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Shout out to Reaction PR for finding this clip. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. But like I said this shit back in like 2014 or whenever Jones got thrown off. It was 2016 or 2017. Whenever he got thrown off of all the social media. First they came for Alex Jones and nobody said a thing. Then they came for Farrakhan. Who next? It's Cannon Hotep. I'll holler at y'all.
But you don't have to be paranoid about it. What actually happens now, that unlike myself, you have literally several years to live on unless the United States wake up. The time bomb is ticking. With every second, the disaster is coming closer and closer. Unlike myself, you will have nowhere to defect to. unless you want to live in Antarctica with penguins. This is it. This is the last country of freedom and possibility.
Okay, so what do we do? What is your recommendation to the American people?
Well, the immediate thing that comes to my mind is, of course, there must be a very strong national effort to educate people in the spirit of real patriotism, number one. Number two, to explain them the real danger of socialist, communist, whatever, welfare state, big brother government. If people will fail to grasp the impending danger of that development, nothing ever can help United States. You may kiss goodbye to your freedom, including freedoms to homosexuals, to prison inmate. All this freedom will vanish, evaporate in 5 seconds, including your precious lives. The second thing, the moment at least part of United States